Hey everyone, it's Nye and welcome to another episode of Nye's Growing Space, the YouTube channel. So I want to say this is my first time recording and in about a week because I have made changes to how I want to grow and the things that I want my vlog to look like. So I've decided to go ahead and start posting 3 times a week instead of daily. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And this is to allow myself to have a break, to be able to regroup, process, and then allow you guys time to start consuming the information and let it seep in and to let it really resonate with you without giving you something new every single day to try to implement or to learn. So just to give everybody a break, give me a break, give you a break, all of us a break. So if this is your first time tuning into Nye's Growing Space, welcome. Thank you so much for giving me a shot. My mission is to share my growth journey in hopes to inspire you on yours. And this is your dose of growth. And so a dose of growth is something that is a video that is supposed to give you value, something to think about and something to grow from and just to take with you on your day. So today's dose of growth is empathy and why we need it. So the definition of empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. So I know we've probably all heard of empathy or sympathy, but today we're talking about empathy. And I know that for myself and for the people around me, I hear so many people, one thing that we have in common is the feeling of not being understood. For whatever reason or another, we feel like we're not understood. We feel like nobody gets us. Nobody has been through what we've been through. They've never had to deal with what we've dealt with, and nobody understands my feelings, my emotions, the things that I'm going through. I know that I felt like that plenty of times. I still have my days where I feel that way. And I know a lot of people around me also feels that way. So that is something that we all share, I believe, as a collective. And we get stuck. We get stuck in our feelings and our perceptions and the things that are happening to us. And because we get so stuck in feeling of nobody understands me, sometimes you can get into because nobody understands me, I'm not going to take the time to understand anybody else. I'm not going to take the time to hear anyone else out. That can be the route that you take when you feel like you're not being understood. But in reality, we all have things going on. We all share these feelings of being misunderstood, and we all are stuck in our own perceptions because in reality, that's the life that we live. We live in our own bodies. We live in our own experiences, and the things that we've been through shapes our experiences. It shapes our perspectives and perceptions that we have in life. And so we forget to realize or remember that other people are going through things too. Other people have things that they're going through as well, and sharing that empathy and learning to practice the empathy can make a world of a difference. And so how exactly do you show empathy, and why do we need to show empathy? So if you've never heard of Brene Brown, she is a researcher and she talks about courage and things like that, and she has a really great TED Talk on empathy. So after you get done watching my video, make sure you look up Brene Brown's TED Talk about empathy, and she has a really great visual on what empathy actually looks like. It's amazing. And so my way of explaining of what empathy is kind of like having glasses on. So if you know anybody that wears glasses, and have you ever, thinking about if you've ever tried to put somebody else's glasses on and you can't see out there, you're like, dang, you can't see anything, or oh, I can see something a little bit. Just imagine taking someone's glasses, and those glasses become their eyes become your eyes. You can now see life through their eyes. You can see the things that they've been through in life. You can feel the things that they've been through. You can feel their heartache and their pain and their happiness and the joy. You can feel all of that by putting on someone else's lenses. And when you put on someone else's lenses, when you practice empathy, what you do is you're taking away and for a moment removing your perceptions of life, your feelings of life, and the things that you've been through. You're putting that aside to allow yourself to fully be in what somebody else is sharing with you, whatever this person has been through or anything. And it could be someone that may not be sharing with you directly, but you could be reading a story. And a lot of the times we form our opinions about someone else's life and the things that they've been through, judgment. We pass a lot of judgment onto others because we lack empathy. We are not taking for just a moment, giving ourselves time to really be empathetic to what someone is going through, to really be empathetic and to say, yes, this person may have made some bad decisions, but this is what happened to them in their lives. Yes, this person may have chosen to do drugs, or may have chosen to sell their body, or may have chosen to have an addiction to whatever it is, and not just drugs, but this is what this person has chose to do to cope with life. Now, if we remember, we all have been through things. We've all have experienced heartache and pain and betrayal and mistrust. We've all experienced those things in our own ways. However, we often forget that when we hear someone else's story. We're really quick to judge them and the decisions that they've made while forgetting the things that we've been through. So it allows us to take off our glasses or take off our lenses for a second and put someone else's lenses on our face and seeing what they've been through, and really putting our opinions and what we think aside and just fully being there and being in that person's perspective and feelings and life. So why do we need to show empathy? Because one, we want people, like I stated before, we want everybody feels misunderstood, and we just want people to understand. I know for me, I just want people to understand the things that I've been through in life. I want my family, my husband to just understand me. However, if someone else wants to feel understood as well, we all want to feel understood. At what point do we stop and start to understand people? We want people to understand us so bad, but we're not willing to understand other people. So if you want it, you must give it. Put yourself aside for a minute. And I know that there are those people that are like, that's all I do. All I do is put myself aside and just listen to everyone. But do it, really do it, and say, okay, I understand what you've been through. I understand where you've been. Instead of being consumed with nobody understands me, I'm just always misunderstood, and that closes you off to wanting to understand others. If you want it, you must give it. Show people that you are empathetic to them, because that is going to show them, and that's going to teach them how to then be empathetic to you. If you have a true, genuine relationship where you need to practice empathy, then this is great, and it's a good relationship. But you will have those leechers that just want to take. Those are the people that you get rid of and you get out of your life. But practicing empathy also helps bring upon healing. And that happens because we all have relationships that we've been through in life, whether it's your parents, sibling, a romantic relationship, a friend relationship. We've all have done things to others, and others have done things to us that has caused us pain. And we need to start and begin to learn how to forgive and to heal. And a part of the healing process is practicing empathy for the person that may have done something to you, or you've done something to them. Putting yourself completely in their shoes and saying, what you did was fucked up, what you did was messed up, whatever, however you want to say it, and I understand why you did it. I see why you did it. That doesn't excuse your behavior, but I see the cards that you were dealt, the choices that you had, the feelings and your thought process. I see why you did what you did and the way you decided to go about this situation, whether you hurt me or not. I'm empathetic to your decisions and how you feel. Again, that doesn't mean you agree. It just means you are practicing empathy. So that is your dose of growth. I hope you found value. And remember, if you did, you want to make sure you share with someone else because they may find value too. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Nice Growing Space. Thank you for tuning in.